Hello everyone, myself Tanmay Bisen from CS3 Division C31 from MITAOE. Today we will discuss the most important and interesting topic in Python, that is sequential search. So let's head with our topic. First of all, what do you mean by searching? So here is brief introduction about searching. That searching is the process of finding a specific element with a collection of data such as Python text. It is very important just because in this world there are very bits of data and very large amount of commercial data that is we hence we required to search it and sort it, so the computing time must be decreases. Let's move further. What we do mean by sequential searching? It is uh, it also have a alternative name that is a linear search. Its mechanism works with it searches sequence by sequence. It likes indexing in arrays that each element is searched first, and then we move forward, and each item of that list is to be checked. So, here is a very one interesting and key topic that it does not need any data requirement, because primary advantage that data must be sorted before performing the search, which required in the binary search. Okay, and it's not in sorry, it is not very efficient that very large list that we have to search, so each data is searching, and it takes more time. So here we perform a program on it, simple program, Python program for sequential search. We have decided target value and taken a data list. So here is the code that if a sequential search uh, is true for so here is a complete simple Python program that performs a sequential search. First of all, we will define a sequential search function in which the arguments are data list and target value. So first of all, basically we will perform this by giving a target value in a given list, and if the index is found of the target value, uh, so it will returns found, and otherwise it will return -1. So first of all, we have given a for loop here for index in range. Length of data list means whichever the data list length having, it will automatically get by the length function. Then the data list index equal to target value, whichever we are trying to find out. If the target found, it will return the index, and if the target is not found in the list, then it will return -1. Let's further move ahead. So we have taken an example here. My list equal to 11, 27, 36, 44, 51, 22, 65, 1 and 78. So we are searching for the two targets. We have 22 as an input and 100 as an input. So we will perform this search. Result index 1. So index 1 will be equal to sequential search my list and search for. Search for that is referred to 22. And second, we have taken attribute sequential search, and we have taken and recall the function or my list comma search for 2, that is 100. So we know that my list contains only 22, so basically the result printed that 22 as a index number, as a 22 index number we have seen that 0 1 2 3 4 5. So it the output will be 5 for 22, and for 100 it should return -1. So here, if result index equal to not equal to -1, printf founded index, and in else print search for 2 not found. So here it will print not found for second, and print index as a 5 for 1. So basically here is a brief explanation of code that the length function gets the total number of items in the list. For loop iterates to each index in the range for the list length, and if and if statement checks if the current element matches the target value. If a match is found, the function immediately returns the index. If the loop finishes without finding a match, the function returns -1 to indicate the item was not in the list. So here is a basic simple program. We have used 22 and 100, both the numbers as an input, and we found that 22 found on index 5 and number 100 is not found because it was not in our list. So sequential search function is basic that this function iterates through each element of data list from the beginning. It checks if the current element matches the target value. If a match is found, it immediately returns the index of that element. If the loop finishes without finding the target, it returns -1 to indicate the value is not present. Okay. So here is brief summary of sequential search. That advantages are basically easy to understand and implement. Does not require the list to be sorted. It does not need to be sorted the list. Just we do in arrays and but disadvantage that slow for large data sets. We have to check one by one and less efficient than a binary.